Hey everyone, it's Dunter. This is going to be a little bit of a quick video. Not really, I don't know, I feel like I really don't know what I want to do, just like in general, with this channel and other things. So I'm trying to figure it out right now. But it's going to be a little short video talking about the remaining special illustration rares or special art rares from uh, Prismatic Evolutions or in Japan, Terastal Festival. Um, so yeah, right now I'm kind of just like figuring out what I want to do with the channel. I really like doing Pokemon artist reviews, but also like I don't know. I want to branch out and do other things as well. So if you guys have any ideas about what you think I should do, obviously if I were to do anything else Pokemon related, it would definitely still be about artists, because that's what I care about the most, obviously. But you know, if anybody has any ideas, just let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's just talk about these remaining special illustration rares from Terastal Festival. So first of all, we have the Leafeon. This is by Jiro Susumu. This is one of the cards that I wanted to see the most. When they showed off like the lower resolution scans, I was really interested to see what it would look like. It looks really good, really good. Actually, I think all the plants all around the Pokemon look really detailed. There's a lot of variation as well. You know, you have the very thick outline around the Pokemon itself. It looks very, I don't know. It looks like very regal, very majestic. It looks like a kind of Japanese-esque with like the those specific flowers. I feel like they evoke kind of like Japanese feeling, I guess. But just like the pose, like the way that it's interacting with the environment around it is a very cool touch, and I think that is probably one of my favorite cards from the set. Next, we have the Ceruledge SAR. I really like this card. It's by Akagi. Akagi is an artist who's been like really coming up recently with that Greninja SAR that they did from Twilight Masquerade, and this card is it's no different. It's really beautiful. On this one, I feel like the crown is very pronounced, but I don't really have a problem with it that much. I think the colors more than make up for it. The soulful kind of blazes all around it is very cool. I think that Ceruledge looks like a very cool Pokemon in this card. He looks very cool, very menacing. Definitely would be really happy to get this card if I were to open the set. Next, we have the Hearthflame Ogerpon. This is by Yukihiro Tada. I think that Yukihiro Tada has a lot better cards than these Ogerpon cards. A lot of the artworks they've been doing in the Scarlet and Violet era are actually really good, and I like a lot of them. I don't know, these Ogerpon cards really just don't, and they don't really evoke really any feeling. If there's more of a background, if there's more of a environment, I think that the backgrounds for all of them look very similar. They're just a flat color with some little yellow squiggles. The Ogerpon itself isn't really evoking any feeling towards me. I don't know. It's not that I hate Ogerpon or its forms or anything. It's just this card just is not my favorite from the set. That's for sure. And next we have the Palafin. This is by Tetsuo Hara. This is it's like I think the co-creator of Fist of the North Star, which is one of the most popular Japanese manga of all time. So it's really cool to see that they got a card in the set. And I think that it's really cool that Palafin got an alt art. Palafin's definitely a very popular Gen 9 Pokemon, and I think that it's very cool that it got a special art rare. I think that this artwork is very evocative. I think that the colors on this card are very poppy. You have it's very impactful. Like the fists look very impactful. The colors are super strong. I don't know. I think it's a really nice looking card. It's probably not my favorite card from the set, but just because there's so many good cards in the set. But it's a nice looking card for sure. Next, we have the Water Ogerpon. And you see what I'm kind of saying about the Ogerpon cards? I think that this one has a different expression. Yeah, there's like a little different expression, a little different pose. Overall, though, it's not really something that I'm chasing from the set. Certainly not. And if I got this in my box as my one SAR, I don't know how happy I would be, just because I don't really care for Ogerpon, the special illustration rare Ogerpon cards, and there's 4 of them in the set, so kind of sucks that I don't really like them that much. But no hate to Yukihiro Tada. I really like their artwork in general, so I think that these cards just don't really do it for me, and that's totally fine. Next, we have the Espeon. This is by Sui. As I predicted, I probably should have waited for that Sui video because this card would have been a really good addition. It's definitely probably my favorite Sui card already. I like it more than I like it almost as much as the Espeon or the Mew and Mewtwo GX card. But for different reasons, of course. I think that they're both very fantastic artworks. I really like this one. Soft colors, obviously, is a very big part of Sui's style. You have the plants, all these nice plants, very nice, like lilac colors. I think that's the right word to use, like lilac. The sparkles all around the Pokemon is really nice. It looks very it just looks very majestic as well. Same kind of thing with the Leafeon. It just looks really like in its element. I think that this card is probably, out of all arts from this set and out of all the special illustration rare evolutions, I would say this is my favorite out of all the evolutions. I just really like the artwork a lot. And I think that I don't know. Espeon is always my favorite evolution, so this is a very beautiful card for a Pokemon that I really like. Next we have the the Cornerstone one. This one looks almost the same as the other one. The Ogerpons are even like very similar poses. One of them just has one leg forward. The background, this one, I'm not a big fan of the pink bubblegum, background with the yellow lines. Not fantastic. The mask itself is just, I don't know, it's kind of ugly. And I think that's just down to Ogerpon's design itself. That has nothing to do with the artwork itself. It's just Ogerpon's mask. It just doesn't look very appealing in my opinion. But that's okay, right? I think that Yukihiro Tada is a really good artist, but this card is not my favorite. Next, we have the Petilil by SAR. SAR or OSAR? I never know. It's OSAR. Okay, so OSAR. I really like this card a lot. I think that it's definitely a very large improvement from the first Petilil alt art that we got in Shroud of Fable. Even though I really like Kantaro's artwork, I think that they're a really, really good artist. But the first Petilil card was just not really. Wasn't really that interesting. Like there wasn't really a lot going on in it. This one has done a way better job of showcasing like more of what Petilil can do. I guess having all the mochi all around it is like its whole thing. The peach, I think that's a peach in the background, kind of like the outline. It's really cool. And then you have like this really, really cool design coming up from the bottom that has like some fading colors, a bunch of waves splashing around. It's a really, really nice, special art rare for a Pokemon that is not really loved or appreciated or nobody cares about it. But it's a really nice looking artwork, and I gotta admit, I really like it a lot. Next, we have the other evolution, Eevee. The other Eevee, this is from the set. This is by a chef, so this illustration is by a chef. That's why there's food in the background. I get that it's a pretty big deal that this is the first Pokemon card ever illustrated by a chef, but at the same time, it's kind of random. The fact that Eevee got 2 special art rares in the set is a little bit I don't know how I feel about that, honestly, because Eevee, as a Pokemon, I like Eevee. I think Eevee definitely deserved a special art rare. Maybe they could have made this one the only one that it got. But 2, it kind of takes up a spot of what could have been another Pokemon. Same thing, this exact same way about how I feel about the Ogerpons. There could have been 1 Ogerpon, and 1 Eevee. We could have had 4 more special art rare Pokemon. That would have been great. I think people probably would have liked that a lot more. Just there's some things about the set that I really like, some things about the set that I really don't like, some aspects, but the artwork itself is very nice. It's a brand new artist, Natsuko Shoji, and then you have like the little ete at the end. That's the restaurant, I believe. It's like the branding for the restaurant. It's nice. It's nice. It's not my favorite special art rare in the set by any means, but it's cool, I guess. Next, we have the Crispin. This is a cool card. This is by a new artist, Tomowaka. I actually really like this card. So there's 4 of these for all the different BB League Elite 4 characters. I think this one's probably one of my favorite ones out of the 4. I like the colors. I really like the picture frame kind of effect that they have around the card. I think that's a really unique style for a special art rare. The fact that they have like Crispin stepping out of the picture frame, and then there's also like a quick ball over here. It's really cool. And they're doing the same like kind of the animation that they did in the game, which is really cool. I think that this card is very nice. Next is the Janine. I really, really like this card as well. This is by Leafeon. This is Leafeon's first special art card in the Scarlet and Violet era. He didn't get like an art rare or anything. So I'm really happy to see that Leafeon got something, because I actually really like Leafeon's artwork a lot. Man, the colors on this card are great. The pose is super, super dynamic. Janine, I'm surprised that they didn't get one in Shrouded Fable. Cassiopeia got one instead. I feel like it would have made sense for both of them to get one in the set. But this is a really nice looking trainer card. I'm just surprised that Janine got an alt art, honestly, but it's really cool. I just really like the colors a lot, and the background is super nice. Everything just goes together so well. So yeah, I like it a lot. Next is the Drayton. This is by the same artist, Tomowaka. They did all 4 of them, so this one is nice as well. I think this is probably my second favorite or my favorite one. Or actually maybe my third favorite one, because I really like the Crispin. But I like the expression on his face. I think that him like sitting down on the couch, like stretching out, is like perfect fit for his character, as that's what he does in the DLC. Next we have the Lacey. This is by obviously the same artist. This one is definitely my favorite one, not just because it's Lacey, right? I just really like the artwork on it. I think it showcases her personality quite well. You have like all the different books, and she's dropping some papers on the ground. The pink frame also makes it look a little bit more, it makes it stand out a little bit more for me. And I don't know, I just think that this card, it's just a very nice illustration, and I really like it. And then the last new special illustration rare, or special art rare, or whatever, I've been saying both this video, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. This is by the Amaris, by the same artist. The Amaris is definitely the weakest one out of the four. I think everybody could probably agree on that. I wish she was doing a little something more than her iconic pose. It's not really iconic because Amaris is a very recent character, and her pose isn't super iconic either. But that's what she does in the DLC, you know. But they could have had her doing something a little bit more interesting. I still like the background though. The weights are kind of random as well. But that's all of them. All the remaining special art rares in the set. There's 32. We have these gold cards as well. They actually look really nice. I actually really like the gold cards this time around. I think the best one is definitely the Terapagos and the Pikachu. The Pikachu looks quite nice actually with that the kind of rainbow effect, the different colors everywhere, and all that. I think it looks really good. So yeah, that's Terastal Festival. The set is already out. It just came out yesterday, I'm pretty sure. 32 special art rares is pretty crazy. I think there's some things to be said about what they actually included in the set, but I'll have to see for myself. I'm going to probably be opening like... I have one on the way, one box, and I'm going to probably go buy one or two more, so maybe I'll open like 3 or 4 boxes, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about the set. So far, pretty good. So far, I'm quite enjoying what we got so far. But, you know, I think there's some things about the set that could have been a little bit better, especially as a final send-off to the Scarlet and Violet era. They definitely should have made all of the Paradox Pokemon have all arts instead of Ogerpon. I don't know, I have choice words. I'll probably make a tier list video after this video about how I feel about all the special art rares after this. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. And this is a little bit of a weird video, but why not, right? Have a great day. See ya.